Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I am Farr, and tonight we are talking about Boy Meets World. So, I kind of alluded it to in the rundown. This was one of my favorite shows growing up, and this is one of the main reasons that I still have Disney Plus, to be honest, because, no offense to Disney, there's nothing on Disney Plus other than The Mandalorian, which I've watched 4 or 5 times already, which probably isn't good for my mental health, but that's not important. So, Boy Meets World. Why do I like this show so much? Well, as I alluded to, this was a show that I watched growing up. Legitimately, when I would go to high school, my buddy and his dad would pick me up from my house, and then we would drive to our high school. But before they would come, I'd be awake at like 6 a.m., I'd shower, and then I'd watch Boy Meets World until they got there. And the show is great. I really love almost every season of the show is really good. The only season I don't watch, and this is just personal preference, is 1 and 2. I know that's where they establish the characters and everything, and I've seen them, but I don't need to see them all the time, to be honest. Nothing against those seasons. Just, the actors, no offense to them either, is their acting wasn't the greatest. They were still, because there's a lot of kid actors, they were still getting into their rhythm, as I like to call it. So, kind of like how the first couple seasons of this show was terrible. Like, dog crap. So, it pretty much, the show chronicles the everyday events and life lessons of Cory Matthews. Thank you, Wikipedia, for that one. And it's a great show overall. If you've not seen it, I recommend going to see it. It's worth the watch, 100%. Like, this is my, I'd say, in top 10 favorite shows. I don't watch much TV, as you know, from this show, of me talking about TV really not often. I'm more of a movie guy, and I will continue always being a movie guy. But the show is definitely one that's worth a watch. At least some of the seasons. I really recommend through season 3 through, I think it's 6 or 7, when they're in high school. It's really the best time. When Eric's trying to find college and trying to find a job, that's some of the best episodes. So, the cast. Let's get to the cast. Ben Savage is Cory Matthews. I don't know anything about Ben Savage other than the show. I know his brother is Fred Savage, who directs some TV shows and was in The Wizard and was in The Wonder Years, which I haven't really watched The Wonder Years, but I know the theme song. Then we got Ryder Strong, who is Sean Hunter, Ben Savage's, or Cory Matthews' best friend. They have a really nice dynamic that I actually really enjoyed in the show. Then we got Danielle Fisher, who plays Topanga Lawrence. Eventually she becomes Cory's girlfriend, love interest, wife. These 3 are the core of the show. These 3 are the core. Like, if they didn't have these 3, I don't think the show would have lasted. And then they have 2 other ones that are major important. This one's the bigger one of the 2 for the beginning, and then the later half, I feel this other one comes in, which is William Daniels as George Feeney. He was the established name, other than the parents, to be honest. And he was the one that kind of, like, gave them the life lessons all the time and everything. And then once the show became more and more ridiculous and off the rails, Will Friedle as Eric Matthews. He's also Batman, or Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond, which I never knew until just recently, so that's pretty sweet. I think the cast is great. These 5 are the main ones that I would say were there forever. When I say there forever, they were the main ones that you would watch the show for. Were there other characters? Yes. But these were the main ones. So, have you seen Boy Meets World? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and have a far off night.